everybody. Hope you are all having a fabulous Monday. Let me just fix this so I can't get flipped upside down. All right, here we go. Do you guys love my new pillow? I'm so excited about my new pillow. And special thanks to Heidi, who took a picture of this and sent it to me, and so that I could go buy it today, because, you know, hello, hashtag teaching sparkles. So excited. So, anywho, Erin Heberger here, for those of you who don't know me, and I am just so excited about my new sparkle pillow. But, all right, I'll put that down. I'll get my notes, what I actually am here to talk about today. If you are watching live, please drop in where you are watching from. If you're catching the replay, love my replay viewers, please go ahead and drop a replay in the comments, and I still want to know where you are. And if you are brand new to one of my lives, please drop the word newbie so I can give you some newbie love. Yes, Danielle, we know I love the sparkles. Thank you. All right. Okay, so there's this swirling thing in the middle of my screen. Hopefully you guys can't see it. I don't really know what that is, but we're going to go with it. So, anywho, I am here today to talk about customer service. Both customer service that, you know, a little bit that I have received, and the kind of customer service that we want to give to our customers. Oh, good. I'm glad you can't see that, Danielle. It's kind of driving me bananas, but that's all right. We'll go with it. All right. So again, if you are live, tell me where you're watching from. If you're on the replay, drop replay in the comments. All right. So I want you guys to stop and think for a second. And I want you to think about companies that you interact with, whether you go into the store, you order online, whatever it is. Could be any kind of company. Chances are you remember what their customer service is like if you have dealt with their customer service people. And chances are we tend to remember things that are really, really great and experiences that are really, really not great. Okay? Drop a 1 in the comments if you can remember an instance where you have had amazing customer service. Drop a 1 if you can remember a time when you were like, oh my gosh, I was totally taken care of. I love this company because I love its people. Drop a 1 for those great experiences. Okay, I'm about to share one in a second. So that's actually what inspired me to make this video today, make this live. So on Friday, I finally got myself a new phone, sort of by accident, sort of planned. I had been needing one for a while, and then I was strolling through the mall to get something else and saw there wasn't really a big line in the Verizon store, so I went in. So talked to this girl, Amanda, huge shout out to Amanda, because she was amazing. She answered all of my questions, and anybody who knows me knows I am full of questions. I am the queen of questions. I love to ask questions. So she answered all of my questions. She helped me, pick out all my accessories for my new phone. She was not like pushing things that I didn't need by any means, but giving me ideas of what I might need. I had this credit to spend, so she helped me find amazing things to get with my credit. I got one of those cool Google Play things too, practically for free. Jason thinks it was totally for free, but we'll just keep it that way. So anyways, I got that, and she was awesome. So we're transferring my phone, and we're transferring all my information. And at this point, it's, I think, 6:30. So I said, we were talking. I said, what time do you have to work till? And she said, 6. And I felt horrible. I was like, oh my gosh, you were supposed to leave at 6, but you're here still just transferring my information? And she was like, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. I'm going to do it. This is wonderful. Totally stayed late to help me transfer my information and make sure that everything was smooth. She made sure before we erased my old phone that I had everything I needed. Amazing. So, Amanda, you totally inspired me to make this live. All right. So, that was obviously in a store. But the same thing happens, I actually had to call customer service today, and they answered my question. I love my new favorite thing. Sorry, this is a quick side note. Is when companies have the callback. So, like, you call, and instead of having to sit on hold, they call you back. Like, you don't lose your spot in line, they call you back. Has anybody experienced that? Give me a 2 if you've ever had that. You call in and you get this recording and they say, okay, there's a 15-minute wait, we'll call you back. Because that happened today and it was incredible. Then they called me, answered my question, 5 minutes, done. Love it. So loves me some positive customer service. Then there's the not so great service, which you'll hear about later. Drop me a 3 if you've ever experienced not so stellar customer service. I think we've all been there, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. I've been there. All right, so we'll get to my not so great experience later. But for now, let's keep going. So I think that in network marketing, I think that customer service is even more important than in another company. So in like a store or in another type of business, I think that network marketing is the most important customer service. And this is why. Number one, you're not just repping your company. You're repping yourself. We talk a lot about building your own brand, building your own style. So the way that you treat customers, it's a reflection on you, okay? I guess that's like that everywhere, but even more so in experiences like this. So the other thing is with network marketing, chances are that you're the only person that someone's going to talk to from your company about your products unless you connect them with somebody else. So you've got to be an excellent, excellent representative for your company. So that's why I think that in the world of network marketing, customer service is of the utmost importance. So if you're saying to yourself, okay, I agree, but what do I do? Have no fear. I have 5 tips for you. All right, tip number 1. And I think this goes without saying, but I'm going to say it. You guys be friendly. You've got to be friendly. You've got to be upbeat. You've got to be positive, okay? From that very first interaction when you're talking with people, do not come at them with your commission breath flaring. Ain't nobody wants to breathe that in, okay? You want to talk to people. You want to get to know them. You want to find out their story so that you can ultimately find out how you can help them, okay? That's your biggest charge is how can you help people? You can't help people unless you ask them questions, you get to know them, find out what they, all about them. What are they looking for? What do they need? Okay? And then that's, on top of being a good human by finding all this out, it's a common sense, you guys, that people purchase from people that they know, people that they like, and people that they trust. You hear that over and over, and it's true. Think about who you purchase from. Think about what kinds of people you make your purchases from that you want to interact with. It's people you feel like are being honest, people you feel like you can trust, people that you like, right? I know if I walk into a mall and I have somebody throwing things at me like, oh, you need this, you need this, you need this, I am turned off and I turn around and leave. So I'm sure most people are like that. So of course you want to build up that relationship. This is a relationship company. You've got to get to know people. And that's what a good human does anyways, on top of everything else. All right, tip number 2, keep in touch. So once somebody makes a purchase from you, don't just take their money and run. That's rude, first of all. And it's just not good business. Don't do it. People are trusting you. People are trusting you. Whatever it is that you are sharing with them, they're trusting you, whether it has to do with their health, their beauty, their skin, what they wear, whatever it is, they are trusting you with these things. So it's up to you to make sure that you are staying in touch with them. Check in with them. Again, no matter what it is that you're selling, check in with them. If it's, something they're putting on their skin, how is it working? Is everything okay? If it's jewelry, how are you liking those earrings? Are they what you were looking for? Okay, if it's something where they're looking to see results, check in, let them know, what's typical, when should they expect results. Make sure that they're very well informed and they know you're there for them. You're not just going to make the sale and peace out of there. Answer any questions that they have. See if they need anything else, but just keep in touch with them. It's so important that you are continuing to foster this relationship. You don't want people feeling like, all right, she chatted me up, she got the sale, and she's out of here. Like, nobody wants to feel that way. That doesn't feel good. Has that ever happened to anybody? Drop a 4 if you've been there. You've been there where they're like chatting you, they're all about you, and then the second that you say, oh yeah, I'll buy this, hello, where'd they go? They're like in the witness protection program. You can't even find them. Yeah, don't do that. It is not nice. All right, tip number 3. You guys, if you are seeing any value here, if you find this helpful, you think this will help other people, please hit that share button. I just love, love, love to share the knowledge. Share. All right, number 3 is be grateful. Say thank you. Like literally say thank you. People are spending their hard-earned money on your products, okay? Without customers, where would we be? In any type of business, really, where would we be? So you've got to be grateful. You've got to be thankful. I send thank you notes to all of my customers. However, if you're a customer and you're watching this and you're like, wait a second, I didn't get one. I'm a tiny bit behind with school starting, but this week my mission is to get caught up. So I apologize if you have not gotten a thank you note yet. And that's me. I'm not saying everybody has to do that. I get that from my mom. My mom sends thank you notes, has always sent thank you notes after, anytime she gets a gift, the next day you got a thank you note in the mail. I'm not quite as fast as her, but I've learned from her. I always send thank you notes. People laugh at me like, you're so old school, still sending thank you notes. But I just do it. I do it in my personal life. I do it in my business. And it's just me. That's what I do. But do something, even if it's, a follow-up email, saying physically thank you, sending them a thank you message. Do something to show how grateful you are to your customers. Because your customers are your livelihood, you guys. We'd be nowhere without our customers. We need to let them know how amazing and how important that they truly are. All right, tip number 4. Do what you say that you're going to do. Be honest and be accurate. Which brings me to my itty bitty tiny rant that I referenced. So here's an example of a company, or at least I shouldn't say the company, I should say representatives of the company not following either the protocol of the company or not following, what they're supposed to do, not following through with their word. Okay? And it gets hard when you're talking about a big company because who knows what they're telling you, apparently. I'm learning, unfortunately, I can't trust certain people at certain companies. A certain airline, which will remain nameless, not looking to bash anybody here, but I had a credit from them last year. When I received said credit, I specifically asked, I had I think a 6-month expiration date. I specifically asked not one, but 2 different representatives on 2 different occasions. I said, is this expiration date the date you have to book your flight by, or is it the date you have to travel by? Both representatives, 2 different phone calls, said, oh, no, you just have to book by then. You can fly whenever you want. You just have to book by then. So I took them at their word. This past August rolled around. I was a couple days before the due date, or the expiration date, and I went to book my flight, and it didn't work. So I called, and they said, oh, no, you had to travel by that date before you wanted to use that. And I, at first, very calmly explained, well, 2 of your representatives told me that I did not have to travel by this date. I simply had to book by this date. But unfortunately, that is not their policy, apparently. So I was told the wrong thing by 2 different people and apparently was just out of luck. So to me, that does not scream positive customer service. Okay, so again, I learned, I moved on, I paid for full price for my flight, whatevs. But that again just instills in me deeper, I am not going to fabricate. I'm going to make sure that I am giving accurate information to my customers because I don't ever want that to happen on my watch, on my word. So do not exaggerate the results of your product. Do not embellish. Do not fabricate. I know I've talked about this on several other occasions, but you guys, please don't do it. It is dishonest. It gives you a bad reputation. And it's just plain wrong. It's lying. Don't do it. Okay? Be honest with your customers. You've got to build their trust. So again, like this airline I was talking about, they lost my trust. I know that, now if I did have to call them about something else and I asked them to email me my response because I want it in writing because I can't trust their word. So you don't want to do that. You've got to get people's trust. And again, do what you say you're going to do. If you say, oh, watch this, I'm going to check in with you in a half hour. Check in with them in a half hour. If you say, oh yeah, I'll send you that information in 20 minutes, I just have to finish this, or in a couple hours, be realistic. If you are swamped for the next 20 minutes, do not say you're going to do something in 20 minutes. Say you're going to do it in an hour, okay? Be honest and be realistic so that you can follow through, okay? You never want to overpromise and underdeliver, okay? You want to underpromise and overdeliver, always, always, always. All right, tip number 5. Be knowledgeable. Now, I am not saying you need to know every itty bitty teeny tiny aspect of every single one of your products, but you need to have a wide knowledge base of your products in general, and you have to, just so that you can answer people's questions and, sound like you know what you're talking about, and so that you can be being honest when you're talking about these. However, especially if you're brand new in your company, you guys, it's okay to say, I'm not sure, but I can find out. So if you don't know something, that's perfectly fine, but know where you can go to get the information, whether you have to look it up, whether you're going to ask somebody else or connect them with somebody else, totally fine. But you've got to know where to go if you don't know. I like that. All right. And again, if you need to connect them with somebody else, with you, that's fine. Whatever your company has you do. But just have, again, a broad range basis knowledge of your products, your company, so that you sound knowledgeable. You got to do your research, okay? And also what else is out there. And then know where to go for more information. Very important. So those are the 5 tips. I hope you guys found them useful. It basically boils down to the golden rule. Okay? Teach this to my 6th graders. Treat others how you want to be treated. Think about how you want to be treated from companies. And that's what you need to give to your customers. This is true in any business, not just network marketing. I just happen to love network marketing, and that's what I do. So that's what I'm sharing. Just make sure, whether you're on the phone with somebody, messaging, you're in person, whatever you're doing, just follow these tips, you guys, and just be kind. Be kind. All right, I hope that you guys found this helpful. If you did find this helpful, drop a 10 in the comments. I want to make sure that I'm giving some value here. Drop a 10 in the comments, and feel free to hit that share button. I hope you guys have a fabulous Halloween tomorrow. Can't wait to see all the costumes of kitties. That's my favorite part. Kid and dog costumes. Love it, love it. My kiddos get to dress up, my 6th graders tomorrow. Can't wait. I get to bust out my costume from the other weekend again. Good stuff. All right. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday and a fabulous week. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.